Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over Discord hidden bot claims. So earlier today, I got a DM in one of my, or not a DM, a message in one of my servers here. I'm not going to mention the user, but they tagged me with a post, which I show here. Basically what the post is going over is, um, they're telling you to ban these four bots, I guess, because they scrape your server and stuff, I guess. I'll leave it down below. So obviously waking up to that's kind of weird. So they gave me their ideas. I thought it was just someone trying to be funny and try and raid the server and all that stuff. So I'm like, where is it at? They're like, what do you mean? They're bots on every server. They're just invisible. Ban those IDs if you want them to be safe. So I did the ID check. In case you didn't know how to do that, you can do greater than, at sign, their ID, less than sign, and sometimes it will come back as invalid user. If you have like VinCore or something like that to validate a user, then hover over them. Came back as Wiggle, Insight Face Swap, Domino AI, and Glyphbot. So I thought it was a little weird. How could a bot, just up and join my server without me adding it and all that stuff? So I dug into it, which is why we're, well, making this video. So Discord hidden bot claims, what people are saying versus what can be done. Obviously, this is made by us. So the document that we're going to go over here, aka the power slides, and I'll show the actual website and stuff, explains the virtual claim that Discord secretly added AI scraping bots, basically supposedly to every server. I still yet to see that, but Um, basically, we're going to break down like what people are claiming, what I've found out, and how Discord system actually works, and what a server owner or mod can actually do to control this type of shit. So the original claim like I went over is Tumblr posted claim for hidden AI scraping bots. They also said that they were secretly in every server, they can scrape images and data, and they provided the four Discord bots as proof. I will link those down below also, just in case you decide you want to ban them. So, like I kind of mentioned, there's the Tumblr posts that claim that there were four hidden AI bots that were in every single Discord server, like ever. It said that these bots were invisible, harvested images, text, and included a face swap bot. And then obviously it listed the IDs. Um, Kind of going to the original post, which I'll also link down below. Um, the actual post is, to anyone who uses Discord, 4 AI scraping bots have been secretly added to your servers without your consent. Saw this going around and tested it myself, and I can confirm that this unfortunately is legit. 4 hidden bots have been placed in any existing and newly created server that is harvesting data, images, and most concerningly, one seems to be a face swap bot. Due to them being invisible, banning them from your server isn't possible without their IDs, which I've typed out for easy access. Again, it'll be down below. Same with the article. Banning is done with the /ban command, with each string passed in one at a time. 4 ban commands in total. Image proof below for further information. This was my personal server that existed for 5+ years. Discord is harvesting your shit without your consent. Fight back. As it literally says in the audit log, they banned the 4, servers. So here's my like first instinct on that is you can do, it's called an offline ban. At least that's what developers call it, including myself. I don't know what the actual term is, but basically you can do /ban and do anyone's ID and ban them, whether they're in the server, not in the server, online, offline, doesn't matter. It'll ban them. So using this context, saying, oh, well, you got to do this, and if it bans it, they're in your server. No, not exactly, actually. For example, let me get to, here, since no one's in here. So, let me open Discord on my other screen here just so I can get an ID without exposing all my servers. Trying to find someone who I know for sure is not in my server and won't be upset that I'm testing this on them. Okay, this person's supposedly gone. So to prove it's a legitimate person, right there, legitimate person, obviously streamer role's enabled, but so if I was to do, oh yeah, here, I got you. Just to prove, no mutual servers, so they're for sure not in here, right? /ban user, obviously they don't have messages in here. Okay, so it was banned from the server. I don't know if I'll be able to do this without streamer mode. Yeah, okay, now if I go to my audit log, oh look at that, I banned them. As I literally shown proof that they are not in my server. So that just kind of debunks that part in it. If you guys still want, you can obviously still ban, obviously, but as for that part right there, we're like, well, I banned them, and in my audit log it said that they're banned. I just proved to you that it will ban them either way, whether they're in the server or not in the server. Another screenshot says, Discord recently partnered with a generative AI called Domino AI, and apparently they're in every server, but sneakily didn't show up in the members list. However, they are still using the art/images sent to the server to train their AI. To bypass this, people have found the AI's ID so we can ban them. The AI has also been banned in this server, but for anyone who has a server or another for art/creative space, please use this device and ban the final ID, which I believe is actually already above. It may be smart to start watermarking your pieces. Everyone send this forward. The bot was in my server. Again, keep in mind that yes, as the bot is physically in your server, with these claims as of now, go ahead, ban it. I don't really care. We'll get into what I've found, obviously. But if I move to the next one, you know, it says Domino A, blah, 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 was banned. And then they, you know, provided the IDs. So then another claim was, hey, so in the case you're like me and wonder, can you ban members without them being in the server? The answer is yes, you absolutely can. It looks like this. The number you paste is what will be banned, which I just proven that. So it's like, however, my sibling tried this in her server and found out one of them was not a string of numbers, like so. Oh, okay. Okay, I see their point now. So when they did it, they had like a string of numbers versus when they actually banned them. And to clarify, it isn't different end user or device. It's everywhere else. And then so blah blah blah. I'm just reading this. Okay, so my personal input on that is Discord does like to also glitch out, and I do also believe it varies how you actually do it. For example, like when I just did it on my Discord, the user is an actual user and all that stuff, which is why it, well, said he was banned. The Domino AI was an actual user. So I'm guessing these guys got just physical IDs just solely because of the fact that they weren't physical users. But moving on here, the 4IDs are actually legitimate. They're, you know, the insight face was the face swap, you know, all that stuff. 4IDs do actually map to real Discord apps, keyword app, not user. Examples include like Insight Face, Glyphbot, which is image generation, Vigi animation AI, and the Domino AI, which is the video. These are just public tools listed in the Discord's app dictionary, not unknown mystery accounts. And you can actually go look for that yourself. I don't remember if I included it in this or not too, but this last one here, Domino, I'm just gonna call it Domino, but you know, Domo AI, was actually used for Clydon when they partnered. I believe it was mentioned in the, yep, Discord recently partnered with generative AI called Domino AI, and apparently they're in every server, but secretly don't show up in the members list. I actually looked into this. Yes, they were. I don't know if they still are, but they were actually partnered up and all that stuff. But the only difference was this was like 5 years ago, you know, 5, 6 years ago roughly, when Clydon was more around and the COVID times and shit. Clydon actually did used to use that, and then it got shut down. I couldn't find why it got shut down, but I didn't dig that deep into it, so continuing on to the 4IDs are actually real. They do match real Discord apps. And like I mentioned, you know, they can, yeah. So they are not secret bots. Actually, before we get to this part, oh shoot, getting too far. Okay, we'll have to, I messed up on the slide. So why do they look invisible? Discord actually supports something called external apps. These are apps that are used anywhere without being added to each server. So like, for example, my bot Auto, I believe it is Auto, can be added, oh no, it was my Freddy bot. They can add it via their external apps. So like the bot doesn't have to be in the actual server itself, but it's attached. I guess the easiest way I can put it is it's attached to the user. And so that user can still use the commands and all that stuff. Obviously with my Freddy bot, there's only like 3 or 4 commands they can use, otherwise it has to be in the server for its ambient features and stuff. But so that is one way to do it. That's an external app. Any server that allows use of external apps, that bot can be used. So like if a user or users have it as an external app, they could use it. That's why it looks invisible. Basically, since they're not installed, I guess in simple terms, just to put it, they're, you know, not there. They're quote unquote hidden, quote unquote, but they're not actually, if that makes sense. Anyway, I can go back here. These are not actually secret bots. They support external apps, so they don't appear in the members list. They are not added to your server, and they can only respond when they are used. So basically, are they secretly in every server? No, no, they're not. External apps are not members of your server. They don't join it. They only appear when the user actively uses them, but they don't passively sit in your channels. So, can they actually scrape entire servers? Simple answer, there's no evidence. There's no evidence that external apps can read all your channels or silently scrape your data. Is it possible? Well, yeah, but there's no evidence on it. Discord documentation actually says they only respond when a user runs a command or submits content. They do not automatically read messages history like a fully added bot with permissions. So like if you were to add the bot physically to your server, possibly. But if you don't have them in your server, don't even worry about it. They can't do it. So what is the real risk here? The real risk happens when a user uses the AI on the content. If someone uploads like an image or text to the AI app, the data is sent to third-party services. Then those services often will store it, process it, etc., the content under their own private policies. So really, yeah, the risk really comes from a user when they upload it to the bot. So like if you have your art and someone's like, oh, that's really cool, and they want to like use it or upload it or generate it or whatever the case may be, so they upload it to the AI services, that would be the risk. So why does banning the IDs not really work? Like, why is it misleading, basically? Banning the IDs may look like it actually worked, but an external app are not installed as members. That means banning them doesn't fully stop the users from using them externally. It causes a false sense of security. So basically, when a user, like if the bot is physically in your server, yes, it'll ban them and all that stuff so you can't use it. But if the user has it on their app and you're allowing them to use it, they can still use it. It's just very limited, obviously. Um, what actually works is the server owner could literally restrict, like I keep mentioning, the use external apps or application command permission. This will control whether the user can run an AI tool in server channels. Education also is really important, so the user should understand that using AI means they're sending their data out. The final verdict I have before I end this video is they're not secret spyware bots. There are no secret spyware bots planted in your server. They're not real AI that Discord allows to run externally. The system designed to cause confusion, and the risk is honestly user driven. It's not silence scraping. Obviously down below I will list all the IDs and like where I got what I have and all that stuff, but without further ado, guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.